right up.
Yeah, and that also proves that we have the same feelings that the Most High gave us. You understand that the feelings that the Most High have, He gave us. Just like He felt repented, He felt grieved because of all the evilness that was going on the earth. And what He do? We can go down to verse 7. Read verse 7.
Come on, verse 7. And the Lord said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth. You
said the Lord would do what?
Created.
Destroy.
Destroy man who I have created from the face of the earth.
You understand? The Lord was so repentant. The Lord was so grieved because of the wickedness man was doing. It said that that He would destroy man whom He created from the face of the earth. You understand? Like the Lord ain't nothing to play with, man. The Lord is nothing to play with. We're all living our lives thinking that we can do whatever we want to do. We're all living our lives thinking that, you know what I'm saying, well, only God could judge me. If God was to judge you right then and now, He'll put you to death.
Right.
You understand? We don't even know what we're saying in this on this world right now. We don't even know what we're saying. Like, I hate when people say that. Only God can judge me. You know what I'm saying? First of all, I'm not judging you. You understand? When someone tell me that, oh, well, you're judging. I'm not judging nobody. If I was to judge someone, I was to give someone a sentence. Just like you go to court. You go to court for a traffic violation. You go in front of the judge. The judge is judging you. The judge is saying, okay, well, look, you're going to pay $300 in fines. You know what I'm saying? Your license is going to be suspended for 2 weeks. That's my ruling. Boom. And he hit the gavel. That's the judge. That's judgment right there. Now, if we was to give you a judgment, that we would sentence you to a punishment. That's a punishment. We're not punishing nobody right now. You understand? All right, keep reading.
Count on. Both man and beast, and the creeping thing, and the fowls of the air, for a repent of me, that I have made them.
You understand? The Lord wanted to destroy everything, all the animals. I'm pretty sure the animals was defiled too, because guess what? You know what I'm saying? Just like the bestiality go on today, bestiality went on back in those days. I'm pretty sure man was having sex with cows and sheep and dogs and all this manner of just evilness, man. The Lord wanted to. It was so much evil. The Lord said He's going to destroy man from off the face of the earth. You understand? All right, any more questions? Any more questions, comments, or concerns? All right. With that being said, we're about to go ahead and move on. The title for this class is Twerking Should Be for Your Husband Only. Now, I understand that everybody has at least watched that video once, where the sister is inside the restaurant, twerking in the restaurant, and the brother come out and he gives his whole speech saying that this is a place of business. I've spent and I've invested a lot of money into this business. You understand? So black folks can have somewhere, you know what I'm saying, and eat with integrity. Can have somewhere, can sit in somewhere and enjoy their meal. You understand? Like a little safe haven. You understand? But, you understand? That goes to show you, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, again, black folks can't have nothing. You understand? Like, okay, that video, when I watched the video and the brother was giving his speech, I totally 100% agree with the brother. First of all, first and foremost, you know what I'm saying, we all eating. We all in a public setting. I'm pretty sure it's children and all of that around. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, look over and see no booty clapping. You understand? While I'm eating my meal, while I'm with my family. I'm with my family one night and you know, hey, Nobody want to hear that. You understand? Save that for your husband, man. Save that for in the privacy of your own bedroom. Nobody want to hear that. Nobody want to see that. You understand? All right. Give me 1 second. Give me that scripture in the passage where it says, you got to raise your children in the way that they'll go.
Oh, come. Okay, it's Proverbs 22.
Yeah. Let's get that. Find that.
Come.
Because clearly, you know what I'm saying, like women that does that in a public setting will not have no home training. Of course, there's a time and place to do everything. There's a time and place to do everything. Just like the scriptures say. And in a public setting, in a restaurant, while family, you see children sitting there eating their food, that's not the way to go. That's definitely not the right time to twerk. You understand? It's not the way to twerk. I said that's not the way to twerk. That's not the way to act in a public setting. You understand? Twerking is supposed to be something that your husband enjoys at home in the privacy in your own bedroom. Not for public display. You understand? Not for public display. Go ahead. You found it?
Come on.
Go ahead.
Well, Proverbs chapter 22, verse 6.
Uh-huh.
Train up a child in the way he should go.
He said, do what?
Train up a child in the way he should go.
Now, first and foremost, where do you learn your morals? Where do you learn how to act like a decent human being? First, that starts as a child. You get trained up like that. You know what I'm saying? You have to learn morality. You have to get trained morality. You have to get trained on how to act in public. Am I right? You have to get trained by your parents. Your parents train you from sun up to sundown. That's why the scripture said what?
Train up a child in the way he should go.
It says train up a child in the way that he shall go. You understand? You got to train up your children to act decent, man. To act like a decent human being in front of other people. You know what I'm saying? I know in the hood, you know what I'm saying, you know, you just got some parents that just haven't been taught themselves, you know, about morality and how to act. So guess what? Your children watch you act like a little thought. You understand? Your children watch you act shameless. Your children watch, you know what I'm saying, you have all types of manner of men in and out your house, acting any type of way in public. You understand? It's a time and place for everything. It's a time and place for everything. Keep going.
And when he's old, he will not depart from it.
When he is what?
When he is old, he will not depart from it.
You got to train up your child when they're young. You got to train up your child to decipher right and wrong. You understand? To make good choices. You got to train up your children to not twerk in public. You understand? Not twerk. That, first of all, that's just ghetto. That's just ghetto. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the hood. You understand? I lived the majority of my life in the hood. And I understand. But all that is learned behavior. You understand? All that is learned behavior. Because guess what? You know what I'm saying? They watch their mother do that. Twerking anywhere and on anybody. You understand? And to be honest with you, you learn that in church. You understand? They be all dancing in one night, you know, catching the so-called Holy Spirit and everything. Dancing, look like they're having a heart attack in one night. And just doing all types of manner of just evil things. You learn that in church. Church is supposed, first of all, this is how you know that the church is the house of Satan. Because church is supposed to teach you these things. They're supposed to teach you right from wrong. These same females, you understand, that's twerking in a restaurant, they go to church. I guarantee you, they Christians and they go to church. They Christians and they go to church. And guess what? Church don't teach you anything. Church don't teach you nothing. Church don't teach you nothing about morality. Go ahead, who's that? Hey, what's going on, Trooper? You had something to say? Oh yeah, I'm good. How about yourself?
What you just said is so heavy about me. You know what I'm saying? When you said that they might go to church.
Mm-hmm.
They also might be the pastor of the church as well.
Right. You understand? And what you just said was so heavy. That they also might be the pastor of the church too. You know what I'm saying? There's women. Trust me. There's women that's in power and that's in authority in these churches. That also runs these churches. That have all types of men lusting after them. No telling how many men in that church that she done had sex with. You understand? And guess what? Women are not being taught morality in them churches. What does the church say? Come as you are.
Right.
Ain't that the number one thing that they say?
Right.
Come as you are. Don't change. You understand? God knows your heart. All of that is ridiculous. You understand? All of that is insanity. All that is insanity. You're supposed to have discipline. That's one thing in the I.S.U.P.K. you're taught. You're taught discipline. You taught that you should act a certain way in public. You know what I'm saying? You should act like, you know what I'm saying, that of course you're royalty. You should act like you the king of this castle or whatever you know what I'm saying? You should be acting like, you know what I'm saying, like you're famous. You know how they say famous people act a certain way, right? Right. Famous people, they gotta have a certain demeanor about them. That's how you gotta act. Even though we're living in poverty, don't mean you're supposed to act like you're in poverty. You understand? Just because we grew up poor, don't mean you gotta act poor.
Right.
Don't act like don't act like anything. You understand? You know what I'm saying? I totally agree with that, brother. I wish we could pull up that video. In fact, that's what we're going to do. We're going to pull up that video. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna just let y'all listen to it. I'm not going to pull up the video. I'm going to just pull up so y'all can listen to what's going on. For those that hasn't heard it. Give me 1 second. I don't know if I can hear it on the phone. Could y'all hear it on the phone? I don't think they can hear it on the phone.
I was thinking like you just send the link to my phone.
Okay. You know how to do that? Okay, yeah. Okay, here. I'm gonna send you the link in the box. I'm gonna send you the link, and then you can see if we can put it on that TV, and that way we can turn it up so people can listen to it. Because this is a very powerful topic, very powerful. Because at the end of the day, that's the only way we're gonna be better as a people. That's the only way these other nations are gonna stop from looking down on us and talking about how barbaric we acting. You understand? That we just act any type of way. I sent it to you. I sent it to you. All right, cool. That's on your phone?
Come.
All right, cool. Make sure it's up loud enough so we can hear, so they can hear it on the. You turned the camera. Okay, cool. Yeah, make sure to check the back. Make sure they can see in the back. Okay. One second, y'all. 1 second. What we're doing is we're pulling up the video with the sister twerking in the restaurant and the guy sitting there coming out, and he's explaining. You understand? I'm not sure if everybody's seen this, but we about to pull up the video right now. All right? You can see it on there? On the camera in the back? Okay. Make sure the volume is loud, too, so that... Yeah, let's check the back real quick. Double time. All right. Slack. All right, how's it looking? All right. We might just go ahead, just have to go ahead and just run the video. You're going to just have to fix them. That's Tawab right there? All right, yeah, it's going to have to do because we got to keep moving. Hold on, pause it real quick. Oh yeah, why is it so choppy like that? That's just your phone? You connected to the Wi-Fi? You connect to the Wi-Fi here and then...
Yeah, it's connected to Wi-Fi.
Okay, go ahead. All right, okay, take out that link and then you go to YouTube yourself and you watch it on from YouTube. Just put twerking in a restaurant, it should pop up. Yeah, just pop it up. Just pull it up. I'm not sure who's all on the live that's watching class on the Facebook, but yeah, we're bringing out the video. And we about to talk about some of the points that the brother has made because what he said was heavy. You know what I'm saying? That one of the key things that he said was, man, like, you know what I'm saying, black people can never have anything to themselves without, like, that type of ruckus, man. Like, don't nobody want to, like, hear that all the time. Don't nobody, ain't nobody should be sit there and be ghetto 24 hours out the day, 24/7 out the, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, have some class about yourself. Have some decency about yourself. Huh? Yeah, go ahead. Pause it. What he just said was so heavy. He said, you know what I'm saying? If he got to tell the men that they got to act a certain way in here, you know what I'm saying? How did he look like trying to tell the men something and the women not following suit? You understand? So yeah, he's telling the women too, like, man, look, y'all got to act right too. I mean, nowadays it's always about the men. Oh, the men got to act this. The men got to do this. The men got to act like men. The men not acting like men. Well, women ain't acting like women. Real women don't act that way. Real women are classy, man. They care about how they act in public. They shameful, man. They're shameful unto the Lord. That's what a real woman is. A real woman, I guarantee you she probably ain't got a man. I guarantee you that the sister don't have a man. 100%. And if she do got a man, she probably get on his nerves every single day. I guarantee you. Keep going, play. Go ahead and keep playing. Pause it. Now this brother has some type of wisdom. He said, "Look, I'm doing this for my people. I want somewhere where my people could come and they can have a decent time with their family. They can eat a nice meal, you know, feel a little fancy. You understand?" He told this. He said they got to go with that mess, man. You got to get the F about his restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you know. There's always ways you can say things. You ain't got to always use profanity. But he was absolutely right. You understand? There's no way that I'll be investing a lot of money into a restaurant or a lot of money into something just to have. Because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? He want decent, honest folk. I'm not saying that the sister ain't decent and honest. I'm just saying that clearly she's shameless. Clearly she's shameless, and he don't want that in this restaurant. And he shouldn't have to. He shouldn't have to. Keep playing.
Oh, get a killer and go off and set him straight, man. Yo, this big ant, man, we back.
Okay, hold on, pause it. Pause it. Okay, who's this guy right here? Fast forward this guy. Hey, did anybody have, wait, hold on. Did someone want to say something? Go ahead.
You know, what's going on with this? It's so heavy because although this brother came out and tried to protect these women, there was a rebuttal to what he said by, I believe it was the Hard Rock Cafe, if I'm not mistaken, in the area, that said you can come and twerk here if you want. So it was almost like they were saying, you can come here if you can't act the fool there, we'll let you black ass come here and act the fool.
That's crazy.
That's I believe it was Hard Rock Cafe.
What?
That's what they say. You can come here and twerk. So it's like this man is trying to keep it respectable, but the Hard Rock Cafe, which I'm sure is owned by Esau or someone else that's not us, said no, you can come here and do it.
Right. Well, fast forward. Okay, fast forward in this video. I don't want to hear this dude talk. Let's get back in the video. Right there. Go ahead. Keep going. Okay, no, you got to find it with just the video. You got to find just the video, not this reaction with a guy just talking about it. You just got to find the straight video. Yeah, what you just said was heavy, Kasiyad. What you just said was heavy. You know what I'm saying? You can just exit the video out. You know what I'm saying? Just turn the camera back around. Yeah, just turn the camera back around. Yeah, what you just said was so heavy. You know what I'm saying? Okay, the white man always trying to capitalize, you know what I'm saying, off black people downfall. You know what I'm saying? Like the white man uses that. Just check that back there. Make sure it's right. I don't think you probably got moving down. The white man trying to use that to get more money. You know what I'm saying? They say if you want to act like a nigga, you can act like a nigga here. You understand? That's exactly what was being said. That's exactly why the Hard Rock Cafe said that. And you're right. It's probably owned by Esau. Esau will be the only one to do some diabolical stuff right there. We're trying to get ourselves right. We're trying to get ourselves right amongst each other. Is the camera good? We're trying to get ourselves right amongst each other. But while we trying to do that, you know, the white man try to sneak up behind you. Well, you know, if you can't twerk there at his black establishment, you can come to my white establishment. You understand? And twerk here. And we'll take all your money too. Go ahead. Someone wanted to say something? Go ahead, Napash. Hold on. Let Napash say. Let Napash say. Go ahead.
It's like one video I saw. I think it was yesterday. They had like a kids party. And they had like cartoon characters, you know, reenacting sex at the front of kids, and the DJ was saying, "B, you know, get down, B." And I was saying, you got kids right in front of you.
Right.
You know, it was like they had a cartoon character twerking and reenacting sex acts right there in front of the kids. Wow,
that's sad. Officer Napash Kaya said that you was watching this video, right? Mm-hmm. And then you said they had this what?
It was a birthday party.
It was a birthday party for kids, and then you said that it was like puppets.
It was like I forgot like the Peter Pan, the Keebler puppets. You know, had the big little mascot.
Right. They had like the little big mascot there. You know, you said the Keebler, the Keebler guy or something.
Yeah.
Like the elf looking dude, right? The little Keebler elf.
Yeah.
You said he was performing what?
They had him doing twerking, and they had the other elf with them, doing sex acts.
Okay, he said they had the two elves. They was performing sex acts. You know what I'm saying? Of course, they was wearing mascot costumes, but they was performing like all types of different nasty abominations in front of each other while at a kid's party. This is a whole kid's party. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. We're gonna have to pull up that video too. But who was that just that wanted to say something else?
It's a lot, sir.
Go ahead.
It's something that I've observed, and I think from being in that world where I had a promoting business and being in the club scene,
Right.
Amongst our sisters, they are very hypersexual,
Right.
and that's a stigma that actually was attached to black men many years ago to keep people afraid of us because they would act as though we were very hypersexual and that anyone that came around us would want to rape them. But the
Right.
thing about it is now the women, even in their anger, I don't know if you've ever seen this, sir, but there's been times where I've seen videos where a woman would get upset. She's arguing or fighting with another woman and or man, and for her to show, I guess, an attitude, she would bend over and twerk in her face as though that was a gesture to say, F you. And she would twerk in her face. And I've seen many women do this as they can either be sexual with it or they're trying to be, like, I guess, violent with it. And I'm like, wow, what is wrong with your thought process to do that?
Right. You understand? And that's I'm gonna tell you what's wrong. That's called being shameless. You understand? When you're shameless, you don't care what anybody else think about you. Well, in your shameless acts, you understand? When you're shameful, you do care what people think about you. You understand? You trying to hold a solid reputation amongst yourself. You trying to be considered a woman with class. You want brothers like the women in I.S.U.P.K. These women in here have class, a lot of class, and these women in here is respected. These women in here are respected because guess what? First and foremost, they shed themselves of the world. They come in here and they following the Most High. You understand? And on top of that, you know what I'm saying? Some of these, the women in the I.S.U.P.K, they have husbands and they obey him. They obey him, you know what I'm saying, with the utmost authority. You understand? They obey their husbands like they obey the Most High. You understand? So yeah, these women in here in the I.S.U.P.K, they deserve to be praised. Because they're shameless. They're shameful, They're shameful. They're shameful and they care what people think about them. They care what their husband think about them. They care what the men and the women in the I.S.U.P.K think about them. You understand? Why? Because they're held to a higher standard. We demand men and women in the I.S.U.P.K to be held to a higher standard. And you will never catch none of us at a restaurant twerking with our family. You understand? In the presence of children. You understand? Go ahead. Anybody else who has something to say? Go ahead.
This class tonight so heavy because, you know what I'm talking about, it's just all, when you look at the whole situation, it's very disrespectful, not to them, but to black people as a whole, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
When we go out and do things like that, you know, the other nations think that all black people are like that. You know what
right.
People don't consider the way they make everybody look. They just want to feel good in their own lust, you know what I'm saying? And that's what's killing our people more than anything, our lust and our carnality of what's going on around us in our little personal space where we want to feel pleasure. You know what I'm saying? That moment, that little 5 seconds of pleasure that has been displayed across the world about our people has set us back even further than what we were, because now, instead of seeing us just as the thugs and the gangsters or whatever they want to feel, now they're looking at us as even more filth, you know what I'm saying, based on what our women are bringing out now. running rampant in our community, but to throw this out there like that, you know what I'm saying? It makes all of us look bad. So like y'all.
And what you just said was heavy. You know, you was absolutely right. It's you know, amongst the other nations, man, we're a laughing stock. Amongst the other nations, they're looking at us like we're barbaric. They're looking at us like we don't have no self-respect. We don't have no class. We're all shameless. You understand? Because why? Because you're not an individual. We all walking around thinking that we're individuals. I'm my own man. You're not your own man. You belong to a nation of people, and whatever you do affects your family. Not just your immediate family, but every black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, man, woman, and child. Your actions affect them. Not only with these heathens, with the Most High. Your actions affect them with the Most High too. That's why we got to be on our P's and Q's. That's why we got to act a certain way in public, man. That's why we got to act like, you know what I'm saying, we're not in poverty. We got to act like we got to act like we're the richest, like we're the best people on earth, which we are. We are the best people on earth. You understand? We are the famous people that's in that Bible. You know what I'm saying? We are the lost 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. You understand? We are God's chosen people. And we got to act like that, man. And God's chosen people don't twerk in no restaurant. God's people, you know what I'm saying, show class, show respect, show discipline. You understand? These are the qualities that's going to make us look like, you know what I'm saying, and on top of keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, these are the type of qualities that's going to make us look wise in these other nations. You understand? Hey, any more in that scripture? You was holding that scripture to train up your child?
No, that was it.
That was it on that? No. Give me 1 Timothy 2 and 9.
Come on.
1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 9. Let's get it. Go ahead. Go ahead. No, you good. Go ahead. First Timothy chapter 2, verse 9.
Come. The book of 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 9. In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
It says, in like manner, women needs to be adorned themselves in modest apparel. Meaning, you know, right now, it's like a fad. I don't know what is it going on with black and Hispanic women. That, like, the fad is just dressing half naked. Dressing with your titties out, Salakia, with your boobs all out. You know what I'm saying? Salakia. Dressing with your boobs all out, with your behind all out. You dress with, you know what I'm saying, with your stomach all out, arms all out, legs all out. Like, you know, and that's like a fad amongst our people. That's like, you know, it's like something good. It's like something like, oh yeah, everybody doing it. I'm gonna do it too. It's like everybody trying to follow the program instead of doing the opposite of the program. Instead of covering your behind up, you know what I'm saying, covering your breast up, cover your behind up. Because first and foremost, that's for your husband. That whole body is for your husband and him only. You understand? That's for him to look at, not for the whole world to look at. You understand? That's why the Bible just say, read that part again from the top.
Come. In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
Adorn themselves in modest apparel. You understand? Like, man, it was a time where women loved to cover up, man. They come out, you know what I'm saying, with the dress, you understand, looking real good, looking real bad. Looking modest, man. Had a apparel on, the earrings, with the bracelets, the necklace, and all of that. You know, covered up with the dress on. That was sexy. You know what I'm saying? That was gorgeous. But now, you know what I'm saying, everybody, you know, it's a fad that all women dressing up as sluts, man. That's not, trust me, that's a turnoff. Like, give me something, like you had the dress on, give me something to imagine, like, ooh, wee. You know what I'm saying? Like, you dressing half naked, you just like, it's just all out there.
Right.
It's just all out there. Like, man, it don't even, it's not even fascinating to a real man. You know what I'm saying? A real man's just like, okay, well, look, it's either you give it up to everybody or you just, what? You know what I'm saying? The sister may not probably give it up to nobody, but it's just the way you look. The way you look means everything. You understand? Go ahead, keep reading.
With shamefacedness.
With what?
With shamefacedness.
With shamefacedness. What does shamefaced mean? What does it mean to be shamefaced? Anybody? What does it mean to be shamefaced? If you don't know, let's look it up. Go ahead.
It's a term of like being respectful, showing respect towards your, especially a woman showing respect toward a man and the Most High.
Okay, is that a definition, or that's what you think it is?
Oh, that's what I think it is. Once you get the definition.
Man, you know, I say this every time in the UPK, don't be sure, make sure. That's the motto. We gotta find out what the definition is. I have the definition right here: shamefaced. This is the definition of shamefaced. Feeling or expressing shame or embarrassment. That's what it means. Shamefaced. Feeling or expressing shame or embarrassment. That's how you gotta feel, man. A woman that walks out the house half naked should be feeling shame. Right. Should be feeling embarrassed. Because you're making a fool out yourself. You're making a fool out yourself. You're making a fool out your family. You're making a fool out your husband. And you're making a fool out your nation. You're making a fool out the Most High. Most High in Christ. You should feel embarrassed about yourself. I hope the sister that he called out of that restaurant felt embarrassed. I hope she felt embarrassed. I hope she felt shame. Because that was embarrassing. And now it's a whole backlash against the brother because he said something right. That's how you know this kingdom has to fall. That's how you know that America needs to be destroyed. This is how you know that this kingdom is the opposite of a righteous kingdom. This kingdom would defend a murderer. You understand? Just like the Romans did. You know what I'm saying? Just like our people did back then. You know what I'm saying? Instead of defending Yahushua, we defended the murderer. We said, let the murderer go. Instead of saying, let Yahushua go, let the murderer go. This is the same kingdom to this day. It didn't go nowhere. It's still here, still right here. All right, keep going.
Comic-Con. And modest apparel with shamefaced and sorority.
It's a sobriety. With
sobriety.
shamefaced and sobriety, right?
God.
What does it mean? What does sobriety mean? Let's look that up. Sobriety. Go ahead.
Sobriety, the state of being sober.
The state of being sober. Find out what sober means. What's sober? Go ahead.
Not affected by alcohol, not drunk.
Right. You understand? Not affected by alcohol, not drunk. Now, it's not a sin to drink. You understand? I don't know, some odd thing in a Christian church, it's more preferred if you smoke. If you smoke, that's like the lesser of sin. But if you drink, oh no, you're an alcoholic, you're a drunkard. You understand? No, it's not a sin to drink. It's a sin to smoke, but it's not a sin to drink. As long as you're not drunk. Being drunk You know what I'm saying? It's not, you know what I'm saying, you drinking like, you know, and you just feel good and you just, no. Being drunk is if you're constantly drinking every day to the point where you can't even function. You know what I'm saying? You about to lose your house because you can't stop drinking. You keep calling off because you want to get drunk. You can't even pay your bills on time because you're getting drunk. Your life is falling apart because you keep drinking. That's what being a drunkard is. Go ahead.
That pretty much means being clear-minded and making decisions. Right.
You got to be, yes, clear-minded. You know what I'm saying? That's also links up with being sober. Be clear-minded, man. You know what I'm saying? If you're sober, you're making clear-minded decisions. All your decisions is on point because you're clear-minded. All right, keep going.
Not with braided hair. Or gold, or pearls, or costly array.
All right, keep going.
Verse 10. But which become a woman professing godliness with good works.
It says, but which becometh women professing godliness. You understand? When you come in the truth, you understand, this women, you profess godliness. You understand? So you guess what? You coming out of the world. You used to do all manner of stuff in the world, you know what I'm saying, but that's your past. You come in the truth, you're a new creature. All that is, you know, whatever, that's in the past. Nobody looking at that. The Lord's not looking at that no more. You understand? You're coming out the world. You're learning how to be a real woman. You understand? And sometimes, you know what I'm saying, you know, it's a hard job because guess what? We've been learning how to be. We learned how to be barbaric in the world for so long. You know what I'm saying? At a point in time, it was good for a guy to be a drug dealer in the hood. You know what I'm saying? It's like drug dealers was like Malcolm X. I don't. That's a weird comparison though, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that's just how much celebrated drug dealers are in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Drug dealers and whatnot, and all types of manner of evilness, man. It's like they glorified in the hood. They're glorified in the neighborhood, man. How do you know? Because you know what I'm saying. The you know what I'm saying, when a drug dealer get killed, everybody at the funeral, everybody crying, everybody saying rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. It's the same thing for the rich. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody care about that poor man. You know what I'm saying? That poor brother that ain't got nothing one night, he's just nothing. Everybody hates him. Everybody don't want to be him. Like, you know, he in the songs, you know what I'm saying? You a broke nigga. You know what I'm saying? Man, don't nobody want like him, don't nobody want to be him. When that's exactly who the Most High wants. The Most High wants him. The Most High wants her. You know what I'm saying? Wants her because guess what? What the scriptures say? A rich man can't enter into the. You know what I'm saying? It got to take for a camel to go through an eye of a needle than a rich man into the kingdom of God. You know what I'm saying? Because that poor man is in his poverty right now. He has some of the qualities these rich people don't have. Like being humble. Name a rich person that's humble. I probably know about one or two. But name a rich person that's humble. Right. You know what I'm saying? Name a rich person that cares about his people. I don't know none. If they did care about the people, they'd be in the I.S.U.P.K.
Right.
You understand? Even the poor man cares about his own people. He don't have nothing, but he see somebody else that don't have nothing. He'll be like, look, hey, look, I got $2. You know what I'm saying? Look, I can get me a cheeseburger. I can get you a cheeseburger. Look, we good. We both eating. Ain't that shit? I used to do that. I used to have $1 to my name, man. I used to go up there, me and my homeboy, we starving. $1 to my name. I used to be like, look, I'll get me a nutty bar. I'll buy you a nutty bar, then we good. A little 50-cent cake. Get you a 50-cent cake. Man, you know, look. And I had $1 in my pocket. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? The poor people, the poor man, the poor woman know how to, you know what I'm saying? Poverty does something to someone like that, man. It brings someone closer together to another poor person. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know, man, back when I was growing up, man, look, we was all broke. We was all poor. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, my family and whatnot, we just made it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was just right there at the tip. My mom worked. She stayed gone because she worked 2 jobs. You know what I'm saying? My stepdad was gone because he worked the job. You know what I'm saying? They just made it. They paid their bills, and you know what I'm saying? But I was poor enough where I didn't get the things that I really needed. Like, I go to school with the same school clothes 2 years in a row. You know what I'm saying? The same shoes 2 years in a row. So I ain't had to start. I had to learn. You know what I'm saying? First of all, I had to first be humble, first and foremost, and I had to learn how to get it on my own. My first job was McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? I had to get my first name brand anything from that first McDonald's check. And I just kept working, man. That's it. And I just accumulated what I accumulated through working. I always had a job, you know what I'm saying? I did my little thing on the side, but, you know what I'm saying? At first, I had me a job, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes you just learn, you know what I'm saying? You just go with the flow, man, and you link up with other people, that like-minded people. Just like rich people. Rich people link up with like-minded individuals like themselves. Selfish, greedy, only care about themselves. Plenty of people like that link up with each other, you know what I'm saying? Especially rich people. All right, I ain't trying to get thrown off topic, though, but all right, give me Titus 2 and 4. Titus. Go ahead.
What you just said wasn't off topic, because when you look at it, a lot of those, when you look at that video looked like a high-end restaurant, you know what I mean? So it's probably a pretty penny to, buy a plate in there. So a lot of those women already got high-paying jobs.
Right.
They already thinking selfish anyway. They're not even giving a damn about what the other person is thinking about or what they got going on. It's really about them anyway.
Right.
To act the way that they act. It's pretty much a rich man's attitude.
Yeah. Yeah, you absolutely right. You know what I'm saying? Especially, you know what I'm saying? We're out here in Atlanta, right? Chocolate City. You know what I'm saying? This is Black Hollywood, man. This is like everybody, like, every black man, black women wanted to come to Atlanta at least once or twice in their life. I mean, but you know what I'm saying? It's not like it when I came down here. It's not like it. It's not like what we think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like up north, you think, man, this is, ooh, man, can't wait to go to Atlanta, man. It's like a place. No, man. It's totally different, man. It's a lot of stuck-up people, man. You know what I'm saying? Like the men is just weak. You know what I'm saying? Men is just weak. And, you know what I'm saying, they all get ran by women. Like, women has, like, absolute power down here. Absolute control. You understand? Don't care, man. Like, they just run that rampant. Whatever they want to do, they just do it. You understand? Like, it's just crazy, man. So, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm definitely not trying to, if you're from Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to, bash you or nothing like that, because I'm not saying you're like that, but I'm saying what I experienced so far. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just entitlement. It's like women out here got a sense of entitlement. Like, women, I don't even know you, but you expect me to do this and this and this for you? I don't even know you. How about you do this and this for me?
Right.
You say that, they start to get, oh my gosh. You say anything about a woman doing anything for you, man. It's oh, what? Oh, you a broke nigga. Oh, no. Oh, no. You ain't got no money. Damn. Man, I don't know. I think I told this story. Go ahead.
What you saying is so heavy. And, I'm a born and raised Georgia boy. So what you saying, that is the truth. You know what I'm saying? It started back in the late 90s, you know what I'm saying? After that, the last good freak nigga.
Right.
That's when it started, where the black women thought they were entitled started, that guy, the guy that got killed that was messing with them little boy, that preacher, Eddie Long and Creflo Dollar. They started in Atlanta saying, if your man ain't got no money, leave him and go find you a man that got some money that can take care of you.
Damn. There you go. The Christian church has his hand in it again. The Christian church is the evilest thing on this earth, man. Evil, man. And these Christian preachers, man, they like mess it up for everybody. You can't even find a decent woman, man, because everybody's thinking about money, 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 money. How about we get together and we build something for ourselves, man? We build us a legacy. We build us something we can leave our children. We build us something. We build us a future. Like, man, like, you know what I'm saying? They want, it's like they, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not bashing no women. You know what I'm saying? I.S.U.P.K, look, we love our sisters, man. Don't doubt that. We love our sisters, man. We just tell them the truth. We don't lie to them like every other man in the world. Oh, you beautiful. Oh, you just can't do no wrong, man. No, we tell them the truth. You a monster. Straight up. You a monster. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna fix you by telling you the truth. By making you look at yourself in the mirror. Someone had to tell me the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I had men above me ain't sugarcoat nothing. I had Captain Malquire tell me something about myself. You understand? So look, I understand. But but the thing is, that's how you gonna fix someone. You don't fix someone by telling them what they want to hear. You fix someone by telling them the truth, whether they want to hear it or not. You know what I'm saying? Whether they want to hear it or not. All right, go ahead. Keep on. Go ahead. Start at verse 3.
Book of Titus, chapter 2, verse 3. The aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becoming holiness.
It says the aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becoming holiness. Now, when you become of age, you know what I'm saying? Spiritually and physically, you know what I'm saying? It's just a demeanor that you gotta have, man. You got like I said earlier, you gotta act with like with respect, man. You gotta carry yourself with respect, with discipline, with self-control. You understand? It's a certain way now you gotta carry, especially when you come into the truth, and you shed yourself from the world for them 90 days. You get your name. As soon as you get your name, man, that's when the journey actually starts. Now you gotta live what you've been taught. All right, keep going.
Not false accusers.
Not false accusers. What does it mean being a false accuser? What does it mean being a false accuser? What is a false accuser? What is a false accuser? Check the door. Someone at the door. Go ahead.
Right, so that would be telling lies on someone.
Right, that's exactly what it is. Telling lies on someone. All right, false accusers telling lies, man. You can't be telling lies on nobody. You see what I'm saying? Can't be telling lies and let females do that all the time. You know what I'm saying? Gossiping, man. Gossiping, telling lies, telling stories, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you can't be doing that. Keep okay. False accusers. It says not giving too much wine. Meaning that you're not supposed to be drunk while you slapped. You know what I'm saying? You got to get carried to your room because you can't even function. You can't even walk straight. You understand? Like, man, you got to carry yourself a certain way. Can't be drunk. You understand? I understand. Look, it's not a sin to drink. You can drink. But not giving too much wine because you're in a public setting and you're acting all types of way. You're twerking on the wall because you've been giving too much wine. You've been drinking too much good stuff. You got to act a certain way. All right? It says teachers of good things. You got to teach good things, man. Teach things that's good in the sight of the Lord. You understand? Like, teach them children, man. Teach them children some skills. Teach your daughters, man, how to sew. How to cook, how to clean. Good things, man. Teach other sisters the same thing. Go ahead. Someone have to say anything they want to say? All right. This is verse 5. No, verse 4. Titus 2 and 4. That they may teach the young women to be sober. What does it mean to be sober? Let's look that up. I believe we got that already, but again, what does it mean to be sober? Go ahead.
The definition of sober, sir, is not affected by alcohol, not drunk.
All right.
But if you're looking for more in what the topic of what we're saying, sir, having a sound mind, having clarity of thought, being clear in what you're
Right. That's all that was the definition of being sober. Having a clear mind. First and foremost, having a clear mind. First of all, be sober. You got to have a clear mind to think. You don't know what can happen. You got to always be on your toes, regardless for men and women. You got to have a clear mind. Be on your toes, be on your guard every day, every hour, because you don't know what can happen any minute. You got to be on your game. You got to be sober. You got to be clear-minded. Can't be drunk. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm not going to lie. You know what I'm saying? Drinking some liquor is good. I love drinking me some liquor. You understand? I love it. I love it, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? I love, you know what I'm saying? I love being sober. I love being clear-minded. I love the ability to think. Ever since I stopped doing drugs, I stopped smoking weed and all that, I've never thought as clearly as I think. Like, everything makes sense to me. In a world where you're getting high, you're all paranoid. You know, you paranoid. You thinking someone's after you. Like, man, when I was high, I used to think the CIA was after me. For some reason, like, I ain't nobody. I was just someone that smoked weed and sold drugs a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even selling that much weight. I was thinking the CIA was after me. You understand? Like, I was just full of paranoia. Full of paranoia. You understand? Go ahead. Hey, shalom, sis, shalom. You said, go ahead. Hey, hold on. Yeah, you gotta get some chairs. You can move the chairs over there. Yeah, you could just move that light. Just move this light over here to the side too. When you finish, just move that light to the side. All right. Hey, shalom, sis, what's going on? All right. It says to this is verse 4. Wait, say it again. Wait, who was on the line? You see, you want to say anything? Go ahead. What you say, Kasiyad?
What you were saying is heavy about having the sound mind and being sober, and with the drug use and things like that. Because I know for myself.
Right. Just
speaking with the brother last night, actually on this topic of the paranoia, but I myself was moving weight, and with that, it comes a thought process that although you're trying to operate like you're supposed to not get caught,
right?
You still are risking your life and going to prison for the rest of your life,
right?
So it would cause a paranoia, and that's a heavy thing to be in, and then on top of it, to do any of the drugs, which is partaking in the witchcraft, which increases the not having a sober mind, but the exact opposite. So those are things that can linger with you. Because as I was telling the brother last night, I didn't get over what I was going through. I was sold from 25, from the time I was 25 till I was 38 years old. Never got caught, but I was always on edge at all times. So it wasn't until here recently coming into the truth where my mind is clear.
Right, right.
And I'm not riding around thinking, because I was thinking
I got my pistol shit on the
time to
table.
time
Move
that
that pistol.
at some point someone's going to come up and kick the door in. Anything, just because of what I was in my past.
Right.
It's very important to have a sound mind, because I'm a thinker anyway. I pay attention to everything.
Right.
And when you're in that world, of course, it's compounded. But now, of course, being in the truth, now it's a piece, because I'm sharp. I'm paying attention to everything that's around me, and that's, of course, the spirit, just looking at things in a different light. So it's very important to be sober.
Yeah, exactly. Go ahead.
What Trooper Kaziad is so heavy, and if I may, I'd like to add on to his point. And it tie right back in the class when y'all were talking about, moving that so-called weight out in man's world, you know what I'm talking about?
Right.
A lot of times, women, they are, they're doing all this outlandish ass sexual obscurity acts and whatever. They're doing it to get attention from the so-called man that has that money, the drug dealer or the pimp or whoever it is that got all the money that they're trying to attract.
Right.
So in their mind, they're thinking, you know what I'm saying, if I do this and show him what I'm working with, he's going to pay me some attention.
Right.
But, 9 times out of 10, that man ain't paying you no attention, because he's looking for somebody that's not, causing a distraction or causing any attention unnecessarily to what he got going on. And that's something that black women need to understand. When you bring unnecessary attention to things, you might have a righteous man in your life who's trying to get a plan together to get his people out of this bondage, but you bringing this unnecessary attention, you know what I'm saying, that's going to shatter whatever he had going on, because he got to answer for what your ignorant stuff is doing, you know what I'm saying? So it all ties back into the same thing. It comes from that Christian church letting anything slide and let anything go. So with that attitude, we get what we get. We get being treated like the scum of the earth, a byword, you know what I'm saying? Treated like nothing. It's a lot.
Hey, and what you just said was heavy. Let me capitalize off the point you made. You know what I'm saying? Like, first of all all attention is not good attention. You understand? So, sometimes like you're attracting the wrong thing. Like, what we talking about? We talking about the topic for the day. First of all, what was going on, sis? You had any questions? No questions. Second of all, hey, any questions online? Any questions on the call? All right. So what we talking about? We're talking about, the topic was twerking should be for your man only. I don't know if you've seen that video. You know what I'm saying, about the sisters twerking in the restaurant, and the brother went off. You know what I'm saying? Of course, he had, you know what I'm saying, some negative reactions, but he also has some positive reactions. You know what I'm saying? I, for one, agree with the brother. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we know there's a time and place for everything. You know what I'm saying? It's a time and place for everything. And, twerking in a restaurant, you know what I'm saying, with your family, you got kids. Of course, there's kids around. You know what I'm saying? It was just wasn't the right place to do that. Wasn't the time or wasn't the place to do that. You know what I'm saying? So, we sitting there, we talking about, we get in the scriptures, you know what I'm saying, how sisters like that should behave according to the Bible. So now we on Titus 2 and 4. Read.
On the book of Titus, chapter 2, verse 4, that they may teach the young women to be sober.
Okay.
To love their husbands.
To what?
To love their husbands.
So we just talked about like an aged woman. You know what I'm saying? An aged woman that's mature, that gain maturity, gain wisdom. It could be a sister that's in the truth, that's been in the school for some years, that gain wisdom. It could be a sister, you know what I'm saying? Because, of course, we already established in the UPK that age, that having wisdom and having maturity, sometimes doesn't come with age. You know what I'm saying? Having wisdom and all that is learned. And it's learned in the I.S.U.P.K. by following the law, such as the commandments. You know what I'm saying? Asking questions, you know what I'm saying? How to become a better person than what you already are. You know what I'm saying? So it necessarily don't have nothing to do with age. I know old fools. You understand? I know people that's in their 50s and 60s that still acting like they in their 20s.
Right.
You understand? So definitely, age really doesn't make you wise. You understand? The law, statutes, and commandments is what make you wise, first and foremost. All right? And age women should be teaching the young women. What they should be teaching them? They should be teaching the age women should be teaching the young women how to be sober, having a clear mind. You understand? Having a clear mind to make good decisions. Not only good decisions, but good, righteous decisions. All right? To love their husbands. You know what I'm saying? This is a big one. Because now, today, in America, in this society, in this kingdom, you know what I'm saying, men isn't respected, period. Men aren't respected. You understand? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when a man make a mistake, it's just like, you know, throw him under the bus. You understand? Like, man, a black man, black Hispanic, a Native Indian man make a mistake, you know what I'm saying? Well, look, that's just, you know, everybody come bashing down on him. A woman makes a mistake, oh, well, you know, she's trying her best, you know, and all this and that. But the black man, you know what I'm saying, look, he a bum. You got to leave him. He ain't got no money. He ain't going to never succeed. You understand? How do I know? Because I personally been told these things. You understand? I personally been told these things, so I know. All right? But you got to love your husbands. The age women got to teach the young women to love their husbands. You understand? And sometimes women, you know what I'm saying, you know, gotta love your husbands. You know what I'm saying? That means what that involves. That involves obeying what he say. You know what I'm saying? I know sometimes it's hard, sometimes in this kingdom, the white man gives you a lot of power and a lot of authority where you can just do whatever. You know what I'm saying? You got Section 8. What that means? You don't need a man. And they don't even allow a man in the house. They got Section 8. What they got? They got food stamps. They got, you know, different government programs and different government agencies, you know what I'm saying, where where women can use where they don't even need a man. They got 911. If that man in the house acting up and he ain't doing what he's told, call 911. We'll come over there and knock him beside the head. We'll come over there and put him, you know what I'm saying, put him in jail for a week. Yeah, get right. Right. You understand? But you know, even though all of this is out there, guess what? The best thing that you could do is love a black man. Best thing a black man could do is love a black woman. When I say black, I mean black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. I mean all of them. You understand? Keep going.
To love their children.
To love a what?
To love their children.
You gotta love your children, man. Definitely, that's important. You gotta love your children. Children is the next generation. You gotta love your children. You know what I'm saying? Especially, you know, in the hood, especially when I was growing up. Man, I mean, I used to go outside at night, 11, 12 o'clock, it's kids still playing. 7, 8 years old, still playing out there in the streets at 12 o'clock at night. Man, they should have been back in the house about 4 or 5 hours ago. You see what I'm saying? The street lights been came on. When I was growing up, my mom used to tell me, man, I better not get home and the street lights is on. Mm-hmm. Right. You understand? Well, guess what? I was getting my butt towed up. Or I just want to come back outside the next day. Or I had my game taken away. Had my Nintendo 64 taken away. You understand? Yeah. My Nintendo, man, I love my Nintendo 64 too. I had that Mario Kart. Oh my gosh. Super Mario, Super Smash Brothers. Man, look, I hurt in my soul when my mom took my. Look, I don't even want to go outside no more. You just give me back my game. You understand? But you gotta love your children, man. That's the next generation. Like we read in Proverbs, what, 22?
Call it 26. Call it.
Proverbs 22:6. You gotta train up your child in the way they'll go, and then you know that when they get grown, they're gonna never depart from your teachings. You gotta teach your children how to have morality. How to make good, conscious, clear decisions. Go ahead.
What you said and brought where General Muhammad always talks about, kicking the black man out the house. Commander General Yahanna always bring out that point of kicking that black man out the house.
Right.
This is the product of kicking the black man out of the house. You know what I'm saying? From the 70s all the way up to now, of kicking the black man out of the house, you had no stability, no rules, no fear of authority in that house because the black man is gone.
Right.
And since that black man has been out of the house, you see that all these things are coming out, and it's coming out in a bad way, just because the authority was put out of the house based on the fact that, you can't take a strong man's house without finding out that strong man first, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They did a real good job. So Preston did a real good job with that. That twerking, you know what I'm saying, out in the restaurant, you know what I'm saying, is a prime example of kicking the father out of the house.
And look, what you just said was so heavy. That is a prime example of what they did. You know what I'm saying? That's the number one thing. That's one of the number one things that they have to subdue the black man or the black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man. That's why the scriptures does say that you got to bind the strong man first, and then you'll be able to conquer that house. You understand? Once that black man's out the picture, guess what? That household is for the pillaging. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you was absolutely right. Absolutely right. Keep reading.
Verse 5. To be discreet.
To be what?
To be discreet.
To be discreet. What does it mean to be discreet? Discreet. Let's look up the word discreet. What's the definition for discreet? Go ahead.
It says in a careful and prudent manner, especially in order to keep something confidential or to avoid embarrassment.
Right. Basically confidential. You know what I'm saying? Keep it secret. You know what I'm saying? It should be your household should be discreet. You understand? You should be discreet. Shouldn't nobody know what goes on in your household besides you and your family. You understand? Gotta teach you know what I'm saying? We gotta bring discreetness back in this, back in the works. You understand? Like, of course, everybody knows everybody's situations, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody know what's going on with everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's not the way to go. We gotta be discreet. I should know what's going on in the Posh household. You understand? I should know what goes on in Kasiya's household. I should know what goes on in Yahweh Yadah's household. You understand? I should know what's going on. Why? Because everything is discreet. You know what I'm saying? It's discreet. You know what I'm saying? Usually, you know what I'm saying, what happens is, there's an argument, and the women get mad, they go out, they call their friends and telling their friends what's going on. And then guess what? Their friends is telling their friends, and it's just messy. To prevent that, be discreet. We're going to go through our own problems. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have problems, let us get through our own issues. You know what I'm saying? Without involving anybody else. Unless you need counseling. Then get counseling. All right, what's the next one? Yeah, you read. Chaste. What does it mean to be chaste? Chaste. What does it mean to be chaste? Go ahead.
Abstaining from extramarital or from all sexual intercourse.
You said abstaining from what?
It's chaste. C-H-A-S-T-E.
Right.
Abstaining from extramarital or from all sexual intercourse.
Abstaining from extramarital. All right. And all sexual intercourse. 1 second. Because sometimes you want to look up sometimes you want to, in these definitions, you want to look up what's the best definition for the what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because
I have another definition.
Go ahead.
it says pure, modest, decent, mean from all taint, or what is lewd or salacious.
Right. Read that again. That sounded like the definition.
Colin Khan, chaste, pure, modest, decent, free from all taint of what is lewd or salacious.
Right. Pure, modest. You know what I'm saying? Untainted. You understand? All of that. That's what chaste is. You got to be that. You know what I'm saying? Keep going. Napash. Go ahead. Go ahead. Keep reading.
Keepers at home.
What?
Keepers at home.
Keepers at home. That's self-explanatory. Keepers at home. You know what I'm saying? Keep that household up. You know what I'm saying? Of course, the man is the head of the household, but guess what? Woman has a lot of responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? Involving the household. Involving in the help running the household. Now, of course, when the man's not there, you know what I'm saying? Of course, the woman in charge. And of course, that, you know, there's certain things that women are more versed in than men. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, like I said, this is why the black family is the most powerful family there is. Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. Because the black man and the black woman in the same household, you know what I'm saying, magic can happen. You know what I'm saying? Magic. Because guess what? The man is built for this purpose and can fulfill these duties, and the woman is built for this purpose and can fulfill these duties. And guess what? Together, that's an unstoppable force. That's a real unstoppable force. You understand? Keep reading.
Good. Obedient to their own husbands.
What?
Obedient to their own husbands.
Now, look, I know some females out there like, oh, wait, you said obedient. Yes, obedient. You know what I'm saying? There's levels to this. There's rules to this. You know what I'm saying? There's rules is in the Bible that men have to keep too. We got rules that we gotta obey the men above us. You understand? We gotta follow the law, statutes, and commandments. We gotta obey the law, statutes, and commandments. You understand? So yeah, we got rules too. Just like now, women has rules in the Bible. You gotta obey your husband. Yeah, you gotta obey your husband. Period. I mean, that's self-explanatory. Self-explanatory. I hear this all the time coming from women. They say, you know, I'll obey him if you know how to lead. Well, I mean, you chose him to be your husband. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta obey him. Now, I mean, of course, if he's telling you to go sin, like, you know what I'm saying, like, tell you to do something that's against the Bible, like, yeah, I need you to go, you know, go prostitute yourself to get some money. Then of course you don't do that. Come on. Of course, this is all common sense, but yeah. Keep going.
That the word of God be not blasphemed.
Right. All right. Drop that. Give me 1 Peter 3 and 2. No. Yeah, 1 Peter 3 and 5.
Come on, the book of 1 Peter, chapter 3, verse 5. For after this manner in the old time, the holy woman also, who trust in God, adore themselves.
Now these holy women, trusted in God. You understand? They trusted in God. And adorned themselves, being in subjection unto their own husband. You know what I'm saying? If you trust in God, you listen to your husband. Let your husband lead. Let him do what the Most High called him to do. Lead that family. Lead that household. Lead his nation.
Rock, yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Can we use Proverbs 19 and 14 as a precept for this?
You said Proverbs 19 and 14. We're going to get that right after the pastor read this. Give me 1 second.
Oh, okay.
Proverbs 19 and 14. Go ahead. Keep reading on the boss.
Being in subjection unto their own husband.
What does it mean to be in subjection? Get the definition of subjection. Definition of subjection. Anybody, y'all should have been. Come on, got a double time, y'all. Double time. Subjection. Go ahead. Who got it?
Troop Yahanna,
Go ahead.
the action of subjecting a country or person to one's control, or the fact of being subjected.
All right. Any more definitions for that?
That was it on that other one.
Okay. It says being in control. That's what subjection is. Subjection is you being like something is in control. You understand? Like to be in subjection, like if that's okay, like okay, if my dog is in subjection, then he's in my control. You understand? I don't know. That's probably like I don't want to use that type of phrase. Not the phrase, but I don't want to use that comparison. Because then now they're going to be like, oh, well, look, I ain't a dog. You know what I'm saying? This or that. Go ahead.
Would submissive be like a second good?
Yeah, okay, yeah. That'll be a second good one. Yeah, submissive. Let's get the definition on that. Go ahead. Go ahead, Napash. Hold on. Napash got it. Go ahead.
To be submissive is to obey or yield to someone else.
That's a better one. To read that again, submissive.
To be submissive is to obey or yield to someone else.
To obey or yield to someone else. Women, you got to be submissive. You got to obey and yield to your husband. You understand? Go ahead, Napash.
A bit more to it.
Go ahead.
When you are submissive, you submit to someone else's will, which literally you put your own desires lower than theirs.
That's what it is to be submissive. That's what it means to be submissive. You gotta be submissive to your husbands, ladies. I know you don't want to hear that. I know y'all looking at me like I'm the bad guy right now. I ain't the bad guy. You understand? I'm not the bad guy. You understand? I'm just being honest. I'm just telling you some facts. All right, keep going. Any more on that? First and foremost. Yeah, keep going.
That was it.
No, keep going. No.
Verse 6.
Yeah.
Verse 6. Even as Sarah obeyed Abraham.
You understand? Sarah obeyed Abraham. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Calling him Lord.
Called him what?
Lord.
Called him Lord. Keep going.
Whose daughters ye are as long as ye do well.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna be daughters of Sarah, ones that do well and that allows their husband to obey, that allows their husband, that be submissive to their husbands. Y'all are called the daughters of Sarah. Because Sarah obeyed her husband without question. You know what I'm saying? Without question. Keep going.
And are not afraid with any amazement.
And not afraid with any amazement. What that means to be not be afraid with any amazement. Like, what? You know how you talk about when you talk about a woman being submissive to a man? What? I ain't gotta be no submissive to a man. He better be submissive to me. You should get that attitude. You know what I'm saying? Off the bat. That's what it's talking about. You know what I'm saying? Not afraid with the amazement. All right? All right, with that being said, I pass the class to priest and officer Napash Kaya. All right?
Shalom, Israel. With the I.S.U.P.K. These are security announcements. We're the I.S.U.P.K. started on 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for a new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister come to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are here to be saluted only. They are here to set themselves of the world. If they need any transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. Mayasharah means 10 in the Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for a priest, not mandatory. Whatsoever will you like to give. The next Holy Convocation, which is this Wednesday, December 9th, the Feast of Dedication. It will start at sundown. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boot, shirt, pad, headband, and scarf. With that, give a curse salute to the teacher, men of Israel. Men of Israel. I'm going to give a curse salute. I.S.U.P.K. I.S.U.P.K. Barak. Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Yahweh means hand down, sister. Manja means stand. Yeah, what you do with the right. Okay. And your heels, be the heels 45-degree angle like this. Okay. You have it like this with your head down, shame face to the Lord. When we say Barak, put your hands on your chest. And men of Israel give one curse salute to the sister.
Yeah, so men of Israel, sorry means to turn.
Sorry means to turn. Give one curse salute. Men of Israel, I.S.U.P.K. I.S.U.P.K. Barak. Yahweh Shema El Tham Ba'Shem Yahshua. Yeah, okay, you say Yahweh. Shema. El Tham Ba'Shem Yahshua. What we said to you, that means may the Most High watch over you in the name of Christ. Yah Matah, mean hands down, class dismissed.
All right, go ahead and turn the class off. All right. Hey, what's going on?